afternoon and welcome to the Midday News here on CNC3 and the TBC Radio Network. I am Geopolitical. Thank you so much for joining us. Top of the news at this time. The government is this afternoon seeking to assure the public that its decision to raise NIS contributions and the retirement age stems from a caring and courageous government. This assurance came from Minister in the Ministry of Finance, Kennedy Singh, as the budget debate got underway in the Senate this morning. While there has been some opposition to the move, given that it will result in employees contributing more from their salaries, the minister maintained that the adjustment is both necessary and responsible.
For anybody to criticize this measure, for anybody to devalue what this measure means to Trinidad and Tobago, after the actual report I've sat in that government for the last 7 or 8 years, these measures are long overdue and desperately needed given our circumstances today.
A phased increase in the NIS contribution rate is coming with the first 3% rise on January 5th, 2026 and another 3% on January 4th, 2027. Meanwhile, the retirement age for a full NIS pension will gradually move from 60 to 65, increasing by 1 year every 2 years from January 2028 until it reaches 65 in 2036. On to some other developments now. Former Prime Minister Stuart Young is lamenting what he's describing as the Prime Minister's failure to address the nation, even as he says public anxiety grows over recent developments. Referencing growing tensions between Venezuela and the United States and Kamala Harris's handling of the situation, Young is stressing that it is always better to engage in diplomatic dialogue and sit at the table to discuss differences. In a Facebook post where he attached the UN Charter and the Statute of International Court of Justice, Young said Trinidad and Tobago has long stood by the principles of non-intervention and non-interference in the affairs of other sovereign states. According to opposition member Parliament Stuart Young, those values have guided the nation for good reason and must continue to do so. Meanwhile, former Minister of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs Dr. Amy Brown is warning that the ongoing escalation of tensions between Venezuela and the United States is taking a toll on citizens' mental health. Dr. Brown said government's lack of transparency and clear diplomatic communication surrounding recent developments has created widespread unease. Well, on Sunday, the U.S. has gravely docked in the capital as the Trump administration boosts military pressure on neighboring Venezuela and its president, Nicolas Maduro. Venezuela said the dangerous conduct of military exercises in the waters of a neighboring country constitutes a serious threat to the Caribbean region and a hostile provocation toward the South American nation. Speaking with CNC3 News earlier today, Dr. Brown added that the fear of a potential conflict emerging is feeding into a sense of anxiety and trepidation among the population.
There must be concern. We're also concerned about the mental health of a number of our citizens, especially older persons who, despite the blasé reputations of the Prime Minister, are very, very concerned. Some of them are quite terrified, and it would help if there's some transparency.
Well, former Attorney General Faris Al-Rawi said while it is neither new nor unusual for U.S. military vessels or assets to be present within Trinidad and Tobago's territorial space, the global sensitivity of the issue requires urgency.
There is an urgent need for her to address the population via the media in question and answer time, to deal with what is normal, what is conjecture, what is not. It would be irresponsible of anyone to point out anything other than the need for information in an organized, transparent process.
Well, according to a recent statement from the government of the U.S. gravely suggests that it aims to bolster the fight against transnational crime and build resilience through training, humanitarian activities and security cooperation. Meanwhile, Independent Senator Dr. Ali Malin says this country is navigating uncharted waters as it pertains to the United States' presence in the Caribbean region. She says citizens will have to adapt a wait-and-see approach as the geopolitical tensions between Trinidad and Tobago, Venezuela and the United States continue.
I think at the end of the day, we're going to have to play things out in terms of the geopolitical front because we can't anticipate or foresee what is going to happen there. But
And Dr. At says the impending arrival of Hurricane Melissa in the Caribbean underscores the vulnerability and many risks facing the region at this time. She says we always must be prepared as a nation for any eventualities.
And Budget 2026 is this government's response, their first budget, this government's response to trying to help Trinidad and Tobago build resilience. There's a lot to unpack inside of there. There's some things that I think are noteworthy. There's some things that I think we need to have some conversations around. But I think it all points to how do we navigate these uncertain times, because there are a lot of things coming at Trinidad and Tobago now, as all of the other Caribbean countries as well, many of the other Caribbean countries. But I think Trinidad and Tobago has a unique set of challenges that we have to face and that we have to navigate together.
Now to this, in an address to his nation, Prime Minister Andrew Holness says Jamaica is already experiencing rain and overcast conditions, and based on current projections, all of Jamaica will be affected by hurricane conditions, including winds above 100 miles per hour, as Hurricane Melissa is projected to turn northwards winds. Well, Prime Minister Holness is imploring all Jamaicans and everyone on the island to comply with evacuation orders.
Low-lying areas, coastal areas, river courses, gullies, and other waterways will overflow either from excess rain or storm surges. Extended rainfall and heavy rainflows will also trigger landslides in hilly areas. Buildings and activities in or along those waterways or hillsides will be at high risk of damage, complete displacement, and loss of life. Hurricane winds will most certainly damage roofs and compromise some structures. By all assessments of the current situation, while we pray for the best, hour by hour, it is becoming apparent that the impact of Hurricane Melissa could be greater than Hurricane Beryl.
Hurricane Melissa is now a Category 5 hurricane and is expected to make landfall tomorrow. Prime Minister Holness says all agencies are on high alert and measures are in place to prevent price gouging before and after the passing of Melissa. Holness is calling on everyone on the island to seek shelter.
At the time of impact, the government will declare a disaster under the DRMA, along with the various other measures necessary from time to time to take us safely through the periods of disaster, relief, and recovery. Today, I signed a compulsory evacuation order for several communities along the South Coast, which will empower ODPEM to act as necessary to have persons evacuated from high-risk areas to save lives. We have also issued an order under the Trade Act to prevent price gouging. No one should seek to profit from the hardship of a disaster.
Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Things don't always go as expected. Be ready with Trinry for auto, home, business and group life. Call us at 800-TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Huge insurance premium. Pay your premiums bit by bit with FlexiPay from Trinry. For more manageable auto, home and commercial insurance payments, call us at 800-TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Trinry, premier insurance coverage for less.
Tile Depot Diwali sale on now. Stunning floors at dazzling prices. 12 by 12, $750. 17 by 17, $975. 18 by 18, $995. 20 by 20, $15.95. And 22 by 22, only $20. Visit Tile Depot Limited today at Banyan Chase Village. Call 234-4402.
High blood pressure doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aja Nutrition's blood pressure support is crafted with a clinical strength blend to help you take control naturally. Gentle on the body, powerful for your heart. Blood pressure support by Aja Nutrition. Naturally strong.
Millions of people are attacked by harmful mouth bacteria. The root cause of bad breath, gum problems, cavities, plaque, and tartar. That's why Colgate combined the best science and technology in Colgate Total. Unlike others, its superior formula fights bacteria and creates a powerful protective barrier for up to 24 hours to prevent them from coming back. Take control of your oral health with Colgate Total.
With Alive Multivitamins by Nature's Way, you won't be defined by time. you'll own every minute of it. Discover how you can age vibrantly with Alive.
The West Indies sealed their first victory in the T20 series against Bangladesh, winning by 16 runs. The West Indies batted first, posting 165 runs for 3 wickets in their 20 overs. Captain Shai Hope led the charge, smashing an unbeaten 46 off 28 balls, with Ravin Powell knocking an unbeaten 44 off 28 balls. Well, in reply, Bangladesh were held to 149 runs in 19 overs. Bowling for the West Indies, Jaden Seals and Jason Holder took 3 wickets, respectively. That's it for sport. It's back to a break.
With the cold and flu lurking around every corner, keeping your immune system strong allows you to live the life that you want every day. Discover BioStrath Immune Health. BioStrath Immune Health is a unique plasmalized yeast product that enhances the absorption of essential micronutrients, ensuring that your body stays resilient. And now enriched with zinc, it is your go-to support for immunity. Staying vibrant and healthy just became a whole lot easier. BioStrath Immune Health. Get what you need naturally.
You can make your goals unfold, go get it. You can live your dream, join the team, let's do this. You can get the help you need to succeed with Rand Credit Union. You can believe that you can achieve. Big goals, small ones too. Rand Credit Union, we've got you. No more waiting, that won't do. Make someday today. One life, so make it good. Live the way you know you should. With Rand Credit Union, yes you could. Make someday today.
Live your best life today with Rand Credit Union.
Now this is Radical Trading, you understand? And them have everything to cover anything. Radical Trading have the best fabric designs for your upholstery needs, yeah? The furniture, car, boat, tent, even material for school bags.
This will look really nice on my couch, boy.
They even making pillow too.
Sprang.
Oui?
Oh shucks, I forget my money.
Serious?
They could pay for it for me.
Me and my big mouth boy, I want a Radical get thing to cover mouth yet.
Radical Trading, 4 locations nationwide.
Things don't always go as expected. Be ready with Trinry for auto, home, business and group life. Call us at 800 TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Huge insurance premium. Pay your premiums bit by bit with FlexiPay from Trinry. For more manageable auto, home and commercial insurance payments, call us at 800 TRIN or visit trinry.com today. Trinry. Premier insurance coverage for less.
Ask the Doctor's new season is here as Dr. Joel Tilak Singh covers a range of topics and, most importantly, answers all your medical questions.
Join us on Ask the Doctor live on CNC3 on Thursdays at a new time of 8:30 p.m. with a rerun on Fridays at 11 a.m.
At least 3 people have been reported dead in Haiti and 1 person reported missing in the Dominican Republic. Now, this follows landslides and falling trees caused by Hurricane Melissa. At least 200 homes are reported to have been damaged in the Dominican Republic so far, and more than 500,000 people are already without water service. Officials say the damage caused is in part due to how slow the storm is moving. The storm is expected to move over areas of Jamaica, Haiti, and southern Cuba over the coming days while dropping extreme levels of rainfall. The weather forecast with Jean-Marc Rampersad.
Winds are gradually picking up in Jamaica as Category 5 Hurricane Melissa approaches. Rough seas and storm surge are already being experienced along the southern coastline, with conditions expected to deteriorate today. Melissa is expected to make landfall in the western half of Jamaica tomorrow morning, but they are already experiencing tropical storm force winds. After relatively slow movement over Jamaica, it's expected to move over southern Cuba, then the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos by Wednesday. Meanwhile, back home, we had a mostly sunny morning with a light breeze at times. We can expect these conditions to continue with just a few brief showers during the course of the day.
Well, thank you so much for joining us for a look at the day's developments so far. We leave these stories and so much more coming up for you in our Midday Newscast at 7 p.m. today. Until then, have a great day.